Hello, everybody. Um, so I know that I haven't really been um, uploading that often or making videos as often as I usually do. Um, and I'll give you guys some reasons for it. I've not been in the best state of mind. Um, I know in my last video some people were worried about me, but it's nothing to do with depression or like I'm feeling down or anything like that. It's more of like I don't know. I don't know. It's just like I don't know where my mind is. It's like I'm not 100% myself, and I'm not extremely confident with the videos I make, or I'm just not very confident. I don't really um, enjoy the attention. I guess I've never really. I got started in doing this just I don't know, just because I felt like doing it, like 5 years ago, and I never really, I don't know, I just like back then, like I used to upload videos once a year. Like seriously, I used to upload videos like once a year because I really didn't like I don't like eyes on me. Basically, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. Is I just don't like. Um, I like just sitting in my um, comfort zone, and that's actually a good thing to talk about. Um, what this video is about triggers, like not like oh I'm triggered, not like that. It's more of like what will trigger an episode, a psychotic episode. What will trigger a panic attack? What will trigger um, an anxiety attack? Because I've been dealing with that recently. Not so much with the psychotic stuff, but that's the psychotic stuff. I'm dealing with like really intense delusions to where um, my anxiety goes through the roof, and I honestly feel like I'm dying, and that's part of panic attacks, um, and other stuff. I'll talk about what will trigger a psychotic episode, for me at least. Lately, I've been extremely delusional. I've been very and I've not been talking to people as much as I used to. I've just kind of been out of it. Um, I don't really know what kind of state of mind I'm in, or what's going on with my brain. Um, I've just not been functioning regularly, or I'm just not been functioning as I usually. Voice crack. I apologize. I'm talking at a very low voice, like a low tone, like so I'm not talking loudly. Sorry. If I was talking louder, I wouldn't have a voice crack, but I'm talking like this. Okay. Um, I'm 21 years old. You know, just throwing that out there. 21-year-old getting a voice crack. Um, so lately, I've been dealing with a lot of delusional thinking, very intense delusional thinking, to where I'm actually um, like going through with my delusions. Like, for example, like if I think someone's watching me, which I always think is someone is watching me like 24/7. Um, I don't enjoy webcams. I don't enjoy my TVs or my monitors looking at me because I think someone is watching me. I think someone is trying to um, break into my house, and it's really bad. It's been this bad before, but it hasn't been this bad in a long time. And I will not be able to sleep, and I will not I'll have to, because I don't have a lock for my door, so I have to put stuff in front of the door. Like I'll put my chair underneath the door. I'll make sure I'm listening like all the time to make sure that like I don't hear anything unusual. Um, Stuff like that, and it's really pushing me over the edge because then it really puts into my because lately for past month or so I've been dealing with a lot of chest pain, and I know for the most part, that at least I know. Well, I know it's anxiety, and I'm saying as these delusions are causing me to have not necessarily panic attacks, but very, very close to panic attacks. Somehow I can calm myself down before I can actually have one. I almost had one, and it was terrifying because I remember having panic attacks like years and years ago, and it is the most terrifying experience that you can deal with, because it's your mind messing with you. You know, it's just something so annoying, and it's so painful. Panic attacks are one of the most painful things I've dealt with. It's probably the most intense pain I've had in my life, and I've broken bones, and I've dealt with that type of stuff, and I'll say that having a panic attack is one of the most painful experiences you can have, and that kind of stuff is triggering my panic attacks. Being very delusional, being very anxious, being very just on edge constantly, always on edge. So the things that now I've dealt with this for a very long time, ever since probably I've been 14 years old, probably. I'm at the stage with everything developing, with schizophrenia being as it is, that things can just instantly cause a psychotic episode. Being very uncomfortable. I can be very uncomfortable very fast. If I'm in a very uncomfortable situation, or something I don't feel right, something's off, hallucinating doesn't really, unless it gets so bad to where it actually causes me to have a psychotic episode, to where everything is just like I'm out, like my whole body, brain, is done. That's what it feels like. And being in very uncomfortable situations, thinking things that aren't logical or rational, that is just straight up delusional, or voices telling me to do things over and over again very fast, and just constantly yelling at me, just can cause an episode so fast. And those are the type of things that triggers an episode for me, a psychotic episode, being uncomfortable. That's why I always try to just be in my comfort zone most of the time, because if I'm not in my comfort zone, then like it just switches so fast. Like my brain just stops functioning properly, or it just stops. Like that's what I don't know really how to deal with it, to be honest. I really don't. Because I hate having episodes. If I have an episode, I'm seconds away of being in the mental hospital. And it's the worst experience. That's like, I can live with this illness. I can live with schizophrenia. I can live with a panic disorder, extreme anxiety. I can live with that. But it is so tiring and so annoying to deal with, to be honest. It's just so annoying. And I mean, that's how I've been feeling lately. I'm not like mad or sad that I have this illness, or that I've developed this illness. But just the things you have to deal with while having this illness is just so annoying. And I haven't been dealing with it that well lately. Usually I deal with it really well. I'll deal with my anxiety, I'll deal with my delusions, I'll deal with the voices, I'll deal with all the hallucinations. But sometimes you just get extremely overwhelmed. It's not something that people go through. It's not something people go through normally. So it's kind of hard to just deal with it. And I don't really like talking about it. I usually just keep it out. I keep it to myself, and I deal with it myself. I rarely ever get people involved unless they somehow force their way in. like for a psychiatrist, for example. Like if I'm so bad to where I can't function at all, which usually happens when I'm in mental hospitals, I usually just keep it to myself unless if I'm in a mental hospital where psychiatrists have to be there and stuff like that. I don't know why I don't like talking to people. Um, I just enjoy. I don't know. I've always been the type of person to just deal with things on my own, without help. I don't enjoy talking about it, and I don't know. It's just a very overwhelming illness. It's a very overwhelming thing to deal with, and that's how I've been lately. Just extremely delusional. Um, I don't know. So that's what I've been dealing with, honestly. That's why I was like that in my last video. Um, I'm like that kind of now. I'm not really here. I'm not really myself fully. I'm just kind of, I don't know. But yeah. Those are the kind of things that are like triggers. I could talk about more, but I'm just talking about the stuff that's really bothering me right now. Um, it's just it's just stupid, you know. Like most of the time, I can be like, yeah, this illness is, makes me who I am. It has made me the person I am, and I enjoy the person I am. But at the same time, I hate it so much that um, I wish I didn't have it. You know. Um, but I enjoy the person I am, and the illness has made me this way. So I mean, I don't know. I'm not the type of person to really complain about much. I just live my life and enjoy it as much as I can, be as comfortable as possible. So, you know, nothing happens because I'll just be in the mental hospital, and I don't want that. Um, it's awful. I I don't know. That's just the state of mind I'm in. Sorry. I am in right now. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I don't know when I'll be uploading next. We'll see. It'll be, I don't know when. Um, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you want to follow me on any of my social medias, go ahead. They're in the links in the description. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.